Good evening and welcome to Lake Placid Live. Our Olympic warm-up coverage continues tonight. We are on Main Street, essentially downtown Lake Placid, bringing you our live broadcast tonight.
Good evening once again, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us for this special edition of NBC3 News at 5. We are getting you warmed up for the 2018 Winter Olympics in South Korea. Soon enough, those athletes will be heading overseas, but first, they are here in Lake Placid, many of them just hoping to make it there.
Really the big story of our day here in Lake Placid, and everybody really for that matter, was the weather. We had the most beautiful day, and we took advantage of it by going to the top of Whiteface Mountain via the gondola. What a ride that was, Megan.
It was an incredible experience. We went to Little Whiteface. That was the first stop off the gondola, about 3,600 feet up. On the gondola ride up there, you just look out over this beautiful, quaint community here in the Adirondacks, and you really get a sense of the beauty of this upstate area. Really just a fantastic experience to head up to the gondola. Once we got up there, gosh, those views were breathtaking.
They really were, and the mountain was busy with snowboarders and skiers, and who knows, maybe an Olympic hopeful mixed in there. Now, to start the day, as we saw, a picture-perfect day right from the very beginning. We saw one of the most incredible sunrises you'll ever see in the Adirondack Mountains. Looking out over Mirror Lake here in the center of the village, the sun came up over the Adirondacks, and particularly over Whiteface. Around 7:30 this morning, it was really a sight to see with crystal blue, clear skies.
Oh my goodness. Well, we enjoyed that beautiful sunrise and got a cup of coffee, and then we were off and we headed out to see one of the most incredible experiences here I think that we've had so far. We learned a bit about a sport called the biathlon. If you've never experienced it before for yourself, or perhaps you're not terribly familiar with it, gosh, it's a really exciting event. We strapped on
the cross-country skis.
Cross-country skis,
yeah.
And then we were off. And the skis are not quite like downhill skis, which are a little bit thicker. These are a little bit more narrow. So then we went off on our way.
They allow you to shush along right through the countryside. That's here
right.
Near Mount Van Hovenberg.
And then you get a chance to pick up a .22 caliber rifle and fire at targets. We're going to show you all of that and whether we made our targets coming up. But first, let's take a look at our biathlon experts as he shows us what it's all about.
One race does have time penalties. Most races will have what is known as a penalty loop. So right as they leave the range, out in that big field, there'll be a 150-meter oval. For each miss,
you gotta do a loop.
They have to do a loop before they get back on the main course.
So there is a penalty round, so those athletes always want to make their target.
But we had a chance to try it ourselves, and Megan, you're pretty good with that rifle.
Likewise.
Yeah, we both
made our targets.
We hit our targets, although we didn't quite do it at the same pace and cardiovascular workout status of the elite biathletes. But we're going to show you more of that story. It's all part of the coverage that we're putting together for you that you're going to see in the coming weeks leading up to the Winter Olympic Games on NBC3.
We're going to be talking to some Olympic hopefuls throughout the next 90 minutes. A lot more as our coverage live from Lake Placid continues here on NBC3 News. Tori, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Matt and Megan, it looks absolutely gorgeous there tonight. Thanks so much.